Hello everyone and welcome to From the Heart Friday, session 132 with me, Jessica Brigden of DSP, Creative Cardiology. Hello, hello, happy Friday. So I'm excited to come to you today with two great products. We are using the Waves of the Ocean Designer Series paper that is part of a new product collection just released this month. And I am pairing that with the Seascapes bundle, which is now 20% off as part of the Savings and Bloom promotion this month. So, two awesome bundles and collection, and of course all things shades of blue because we are at the sea. And the sun is shining today, so we can dream. All right, hey Janelle, how are you? Yes, so I am excited to share these with you. We are going to be doing some cutting with our mini Stampin' Cotton Emboss machine. So I have this little cutie here to show you as well. And yeah, I have a desk full of things. So let me flip the camera and we'll get right to it. All right, welcome everyone. Be sure to let me know where you're from and how you're doing. Okay, so as you can see here, whole table full of things. Most importantly, first off, we have our March host code VPKGHYQA. All right, so that associates any online orders that you place with me. All right, so I can send you my fabulous tutorials, including my Creative Cardiology Team Waves of the Ocean tutorial. Really awesome. And then we also have my Create With Us International Tutorial Bundle. There are 14 tutorials in that one, and that is featuring the Flowering Fields Designer Series paper and the suite of products from the mini catalog. Okay, so for today, you can see we've got our Waves of the Ocean Designer Series paper here. We have our Rhinestone Waves jewels, and then I'm pulling in the Seascape bundle, which includes the stamp set here. And then, well, I've got the dies already out and about, so I'll show you here on the promotion page. All right, so we've got a large fish, the seahorse, we've got some coral, and then we've got two little fish, two guppies there. Okay, so this bundle, already bundles are 10% off, and then for this promotion, they're an additional 20% off. So you can get this whole Seascape bundle for just $41.50, which is awesome. Hey Tony, how are you? I've been missing you. Have you been down to the beach lately? Hi Wendy. Hello, hello. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to set everything off to the side. As you can see, we are going to be doing a collection. One card is going to be Pacific Point, and then the other one is going to be Coastal Cabana. We're going to use each of the dies, the seahorse for one, and then the fish for the other. All right, so I just need to clear things out so that we can get started here. Okay, let's start with our seahorse card first. So that one is going to be the Pacific Point card base. So we're going to go ahead and fold that. So 5.5 by 8.5, just your half sheet there. Hey Lori, welcome. Okay, so for this Pacific Point card, I'm going to pull out, we've got our seahorse die. Now for this one, we are going to use this fun, swirly blue and green. Okay, actually, no, this is the one I want for the next card. But look how beautiful it goes. All right, darker blue for this one. All right, but still, swirly blue, just a little bit different. And this one's got kind of a yellowy orange daffodil and calypso on the back side. So we want our blues to show for this. So we're going to adhere this right to our card base. So this one is 4 by 5.25. Okay. And then with this, I have cut out, we've got some of the foil. So we're going to use the foil pieces here from that Waves of the Ocean foil collection. We've got the Night of Navy, the Coastal Cabana, and then you do get a silver foil in that as well. So this one I have cut to what is this, 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And this is actually, it's going to go right in the center, and we are going to layer on top. But because this whole centerpiece is going to be covered, I'm going to show you guys a trick. We are going to die cut our Seahorse out of the center of that. All right, so might as well not waste our paper. We can maximize it as best we can. All right, so I've got the mini here, just unfolded the panels. Now with your mini machine, you do get all of your plates, everything here. For this one right now, I'm going to use plate 1, 2, and 3. And then the other plates that you get in here are 3 and 4, depending on the type of embossing folder that you may be using. So we're not doing embossing today, so we just need plates 1, 2, and 3. And you do have an instructional sheet in here as well. So just like with your regular size Stampin' Cotton emboss machine, or your Big Shot or whatever you use, you're going to use base plate 1, and then you are going to layer your first plate on top. Now this is for die cutting. Then we are going to put our paper on here, in this case our Night of Navy foil, center our Seahorse in the center, and then we're going to put the second clear plate on top. So notice when I do that though, I am staggering the plates just a little bit. I don't know if you can see that a little better from the edge. Okay, something with the mini machine that it does like this little tapered edge first to help you get a good start there and a clean cut. And hopefully this isn't going to wiggle my table too much. We're just going to crank that through. All right, not even a little snap crackle pop there. Okay, so there we go. So we take this out. We've got this gorgeous Seahorse here. All right, some of the pieces are already popping out, which saves us a little bit. So I'm going to bring in my little trash bin here and scrape off some of those little pieces. All right, and then you do it over your trash bin, or I keep my little foam mat here in a larger stamp case, in which case I'm going to just put this in upside down and then take my die brush tip here just to pop out any of those extra little loose pieces. All right, perfect. There's a few more. All right, we'll just kind of scrape them up here for now. Okay, so something a little different with these dies is that they don't cut all the way. They were intended so that you could do kind of a pop out effect while leaving it intact on your project, but I don't want to do that. I want to cut them all the way out. So I'm going to snip it here right at the Seahorse belly, and then right up here at the front, and then it looks like I need 2 more little snips right here about the back fin. So right in there, and then just 1 more here. I'm going to kind of bend it up just a little bit so I can get my snips right in that little spot. Okay, perfect. So now I have my foil piece, which I can go ahead and adhere to my card base. And then we've got our Seahorse is now free. Free of the paper. Okay, so we're going to layer this right on top. And then, as if this isn't already blingy and beautiful enough, check this out. I have used the Mother of Pearl specialty paper. Now this paper is kind of hiding in the catalog. This is in the mini catalog on page 23. It's item number 4 here, the Mother of Pearl paper. You get 2 12 by 12 sheets for $6. And I have gone ahead and die cut this with my stitched rectangle dies, but check out that sparkly background. So it works great as backgrounds and accent pieces if you want to stamp on it, because it is a shiny surface. Then you'd want to use an ink like StazOn, so that it doesn't wipe off. Okay, so we're gonna mount this. So we're covering over our die cut piece. So look at that. We've got our die cut here. So that's why it's perfect. Die cut right out of the center and nobody will even know. Now that's so pretty. I love how that iridescent blue just shines right there. I'm looking for my mini dimensionals here. I'm going to use the black ones, and we're just going to put a couple of these on our seahorse here. So the belly, the fin, I'm going to do one right up here on his head, and I think that'll be it for right now. I'm going to place that right in the center. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? So you could totally leave it like that. I'm going to step it up and we're going to see how we like it. So the back side of the same pattern that we used as a background has this Calypso coral and daffodil color. And with these dies, we do also have this coral. So what I've done, and this again will fit through your Stampin' Cotton Emboss. I've actually already popped one out here. So let me just loosen it up with my brush tip. There it goes. So it pops out. So it's got little textured pieces in there, but it does come out all as one piece. So what do you think? Should we go ahead and like weave this among the seashore? Isn't that cool? So the back side of this paper, doesn't that look just like coral? Hey Luann, welcome, welcome. All right, isn't that cool? All right, so let's go ahead and put a couple little dimensionals. I'm gonna use some white ones on there. Do I have my minis? Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm gonna put kind of at the base, and then I'm gonna do just a couple of these branch pieces. That way we can still weave them among the tail of the seahorse here. Okay, so I want to just bring it in. There we go. Okay. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Now we can you kind of wiggle it around until you get it positioned just how you like it. I think that looks really cool as it is. Now, if we want to, there are a couple of nice sentiments here in the Seascape collection. So I'm going to do a long skinny one, and we'll use the I'm Here For You Always. And I've got some Night of Navy and Pacific Point ink, so we can decide which one we want to use. Now, I've got that sentiment already on my block. Lori says, lead her not into temptation. Well, I suppose I am good at enabling. That is my job, after all. Purpose of the videos is your creative inspiration, but also encourage people to buy things. Otherwise, I don't get paid. So we'll laugh about that a little bit. All right, I think I want to go. Let's go with the Pacific Point. I think we'll go just a little bit lighter than the Night of Navy here. And so this is a scrap piece of basic white that I've just pulled out of my scrap bag. This is a 1/2 inch piece, and I was hoping it would fit. So I'm gonna just aim for the midway point. I did pretty good there. Yay. And the nice thing with that, when you're using scraps, then you can just come in with your snips and get about equal distance from the end. There we go. Okay. So I can't draw or pretty much do anything straight, but thankfully, if your scissors are long enough, I can do one little quick snip and get that pretty straight. All right, let's put a couple of dimensionals on the back of this. And all right, so then we can kind of wiggle this in among the coral and the fin. I do kind of want to weave this in just a little bit here. Oops, my dimensional sticking. Come on, not yet. I'm not in position. Okay, so that works. We're just about even across our piece here. We're overlapping with a little bit of the coral, a little bit of the fin. Maybe we can, yeah, let's pop some more up. There we go. Well, I guess that covers up the always, but we'll kind of wiggle it around so it's growing among the coral there. And now we get to add the bling. So isn't this fun? Sparkle and all of that. But we have this gorgeous rhinestone jewels and all of my favorite blues and greens. This is funny, but you guys know I got my little cat Ziggy, and every now and then she likes to hop up here on my craft desk because this is this south-facing window here behind my desk, and she likes to sit and look out at the birds and the apple trees and everything. And I had this little strip of rhinestones for my last project, and I know I didn't use the whole strip. There's some cat hair. I have been finding rhinestones in her fur all week long. So I think she's made a couple of trips up here, and she must be stepping right here where my rhinestones are. Anyways, Ziggy's been tracking little sea wave rhinestones all around the house here this week. But let's pull a couple of these off and put them to good use on our card instead of Ziggy's fur here. And I'm just randomly going to pull some off. So we have the Night of Navy. We've got some balmy blue here. And let's go with another one. This one's like a Coastal Cabana. I am very thankful. Ziggy, she is a good cat. She likes to play with ribbon and, you know, and kind of get into things, but thankfully she doesn't eat it. I have a friend whose cat will eat all random things. It's like a garbage disposal. It eats anything. And then unfortunately, you know, animals really shouldn't eat ribbon because it gets caught in their intestines. So I'm so thankful that Ziggy's just covered in rhinestones. She doesn't actually eat anything. But there we have it. We have card number 1. Oh my goodness. I'm laughing, and I see Lori's little smiley faces, and Lori is getting a puppy here in another week or two. So beware, Lori. I hope you are puppy-proofing your craft room for sure. All right, so going and reading through your comments a little bit. Oh, Luann says she doesn't have this designer series paper yet. Absolutely. Okay, so she made a point about some things being in the next catalog and some things not. So the Waves of Inspiration bundle, the stamp set and dies, which are part of this Ocean Waves collection, the stamp set and dies will be in the new catalog. However, the designer series paper, the rhinestones, and the foil, these are exclusive to the promotion. So these just came out here in March. They're supposed to be through March while supplies last in April. Yeah, so if you'd like the rhinestones and the designer series paper, get those now. Don't wait. The other thing when it comes to the next catalog, I haven't had this verified for sure, but some of the wording and the promotion Stampin' Up gave us mentioned retiring. So I am under the impression that the 13 bundles here that are part of the Savings in Bloom promotion, that these bundles will be retiring. So again, if you are interested in the Seascape bundle, I would make sure you get that this month. The official retiring list for the annual catalog comes out later this month. I believe it's like the 23rd of March. I think it's a Wednesday, like not the last Wednesday of the month, but the second to last Wednesday, in which case then we'll absolutely know for sure. But with Stampin' Up not taking any back orders anymore, once things hit that retiring list, then they become while supplies last. So that means that any of those promotional bundles are essentially while supplies last as well. All right, so hopefully that didn't totally confuse you. All right, so for our second card here, as you can see, we're playing with our blues and our greens. This time we are going with Coastal Cabana, the best color ever. All right, so again, half sheet, 5.5 by 8.5. But I agree, these projects, these papers would absolutely be perfect if you're into scrapbooking too. Perfect for scrapbooking your beach memories and trips to the ocean, anything like that. Hey Pam, welcome. Thank you so much for sharing. Which reminds me, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's totally free. It just allows you to get notification when I go live and or post a new video. And if you're on Facebook, of course, lots of hearts. Okay, so Coastal Cabana, this time we are using the marbled piece of designer series paper there. Hey Carmen, hello. This one is 4 by 5.25. And so we are going to mount this on our card base. So since we just did the Seahorse from the Seascape bundle, then on this piece, we are going to use the fish. Let me pull in our fish here. Hello, fishy. Okay, so for this one, we are going to use the Coastal Cabana foil. All right, from the Ocean Waves collection. This piece of foil this is a 3.5-inch square. And we are going to do the same thing we did with our Night of Navy foil, because it's going to be layered underneath all that pretty mother of pearl paper. Then we are going to come in here with our mini. This is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss mini machine. Again, your base, your plate number 2, stagger them. Put your paper right on top. We want our fish in the middle, and he will fit. All right, you just got to put his tail at the top. Okay, and then the second plate number 2, again, stagger them just a little bit. Push them to get them started, and then crank away. Okay, and I'm going slow because I'm trying not to shake my table too much and shake the camera. Okay, so there we go. Pop that out. Okay, oops, yeah, we got some little pieces popping out already. It cuts really nice, just like our full-size Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And look at that, it came out totally clean. All right, so same thing here as the Seahorse with the fish. It's designed to, we have to pop out some of these little pieces. So let me bring our foam mat in here with our die brush tip. Okay, so we'll just run that over to make popping out all those little pieces easier and keep the mess contained a little bit. I need a little help I can get. Every time I craft, which is every day. So that means my room is a constant state of tornado blew through here. All right, so again, the fish designed to kind of like pop out here, so the tail pops up and all that. But I want to set him free because we're going to use him on the front. We're going to layer this. So I'm bringing in just my snips and cutting from point to point right there. We're going to snip this little point between the back tail and the fin here. And then right up here on the head. And there's one little piece under the chin. If a fish has a chin, that's where we're doing it. Okay, so and Luann says yes, all of the elements are available separately. Excuse me, that is true. Okay. All right, I'm just reading through the comments there. All right, so we are going to adhere our foil on the front here. grab this. Okay. So just put your adhesive where you can. It might not go all the way around. Okay, so this is gonna go, let's make it so it's about even left to right top. All right, so you know what? Did I cut I cut a piece of white. Why did I do that? I don't want white. I want to do that fancy mother of pearl. So hang on just a sec. Let me grab that. I knew I had saved this piece out. Okay, so our foil square was 3.5. That means our mother of pearl needs to be 3.25. So let me put that in here. I cut a 3.25 inch square here. Okay. Because it's so much prettier than just plain white. Yeah, jazz it up a little bit. Have all that super sparkle. Okay, so glue that. Lay it right on top. Again, see, that works perfectly to die cut your fish from there because nobody will ever know that it's missing. Yes, this mother of pearl paper is really amazing. I found it can be a little bit, you know, people trying to figure out, well, what do I do with it? But it makes perfect accents and backgrounds and things like that. I love how it makes that foil just come to life. And yeah, it's gorgeous. All right, so let's put some dimensionals on our fish. You know, I think we can get away with just one there on the body. And then let's have it fish. It's flashing its tail there. And the nice thing when you do that, you can extend off the you know, outside the square, so it looks a little more realistic there. Now I had some leftover little extra pieces so from some other die cutting, little sections of that foil paper. So let me show you what I'm going to do with those. We'll bring in our plates 1 and 2, stagger them just a little bit, put our foil paper on there, and then if I can find it, here we go. There's this little die of 2 little fishies, little guppies. I cut out 2 at once, and so I'm going to put that right up here on our die, put the top plate on, and then we'll run these through because fish swim in schools, right? So we need more than 1 fish. We'll have 2 fish, 3 fish. And I will not quote Dr. Seuss, I guess. That's 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. But we're going to go with Coastal Cabana fish all the way around. Okay, so these little Coastal Cabana fish, we can just fit a dimensional on each of them. And I love that. Say we did 2 fish at once. And we can have, let's make sure they're not swimming upside down. Okay. I give a swim around, la-di-da. Okay. Now, that's maybe why I had the white. I'm going to pop out a 2-inch circle here. Okay. And with that, we are going to use the other sentiment here from our Seascape stamp set. This is the one that says, "Just thought you should know how wonderful you are." Aww. And let's go ahead, we'll stamp that in our Coastal Cabana here. Okay, beautiful. And then, of course, more dimensionals. And when I do circles, I like to do 3. I do a little pyramid of dimensionals on them. Okay. And then this will just kind of tuck, let's see, tuck in here. Let's just go, I guess we'll go like that. Kind of tuck it under the fin a little bit. And then more bling. Okay, what do I do with that little piece? Here we go. Come in and use some of our dimensionals. Ooh, I think I'm going to use some of the larger Coastal Cabana ones. Aren't these so pretty? Oh my goodness, so pretty. Let's see here. And then maybe we'll do a couple of these little green ones. We've got some green in this designer series paper here. We'll make them look like little fish bubbles. Oops, hopping around. And then, I don't know, I think that's kind of cute. Maybe we should just leave it like that. We've got our 3 bling on there. Isn't that fun? Oh my goodness. And then, yeah, all that sparkle and the foil. Love it, love it. All right, so this is the Seascape bundle here. The seahorse, the fish, the coral, and the guppies. All right, and then we've paired that with our Waves of the Ocean designer series paper. We paired in some of that mother of pearl specialty paper. You've got to have that. It's a pack of 2 12 by 12 sheets. It's only $6, so you can use it on so many cards. And then we've done our Waves of the Ocean foil and the Night of Navy and the Calypso coral, and of course the rhinestone wave jewels. Yeah, love these. I think I ordered like 4 more packages. I love these because they're all my favorite colors, so I'm gonna be using those. Yeah, I want to make sure I had plenty in my stash before they before they run out. So there you go. We are thinking ocean themed here today. Spent the afternoon at the sea, and maybe you pretend you went snorkeling. It's the best way to see the fish, unless you're in Hawaii or somewhere tropical, in which case if the water is that clear, sometimes you can just see the fish swimming right through the crystal clear water. Love that. But I hope you've enjoyed this little creative escape here this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, if you have any questions, the products we used today, these are part of the new Waves of the Ocean collection. And then the Seascape bundle is part of the Savings and Bloom promotion. So the bundle is 20% off, and even the cute little Stampin' Cut and Emboss, that mini machine here, super cute, and it just folds right up, takes up like no space at all. Perfect. And that is also 20% off, which makes that just $48. Whew, can't beat that. All right, there you have it, everyone. Thank you. I hope you have a great afternoon, great weekend. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.